Yeah.
Right this way, please. This is the next stop of our museum tour. Welcome to the Hall of Black American Heroes. These first 4 portraits represent some of our most famous Black Americans who were born slaves and dedicated their lives to the cause of freedom. The last 3 portraits are sports heroes who may be familiar to you.
Pay attention. This is the highlight of our visit to the museum today. I don't see anything to be excited about, Miss Williams.
You're right, Natalie. This place is too quiet. It gives me the creeps. Why couldn't I have gone to a really exciting place like Sunnyland Park?
Or the skating rink. They had the best disco music in town.
Gary and Mike, pay attention. This tour is the best way to prepare for the exam next week.
Exam? I better get busy.
I knew there had to be a catch to this field trip.
I think you like these heroes once you get to know them.
Why do you call them heroes? A hero is someone who has done something great.
They don't look too heroic to me.
But that's not so. Crispus Attucks was one of the first persons to die for America's freedom. Sojourner Truth was called the Moses of our people. Sojourner Truth was called Isabella at birth, but she later called herself Sojourner Truth. She traveled the country preaching freedom. Harriet Tubman was called the Moses of our people. Harriet was born into slavery and later escaped to freedom. She led her parents and hundreds of other slaves to Frederick free soil. Frederick Douglass chose to put his life in jeopardy rather than live as a free man in England.
This is also interesting. Sylvia, put that lipstick away. But Miss Williams, I hate history. Sylvia?
Our field trip isn't going very well.
There's another way we can get through this tour. Let's allow our heroes to tell their own stories. You and I will watch as history unfolds before our eyes.
How can we do that?
Just let your thoughts wander back through the halls of time as we follow our heroes through important moments in their lives. We'll see some suffering and pain, but there'll be much faith, hope, and joy. These Black Americans were not born great, but they became heroes because they chose to face life courageously.
I'll pass out the pamphlets for y'all. J.C. Anderson, throw that magazine away and pay attention.
I, Crispus Attucks, was one of the first persons to die for this country. That was many years ago, and I was young then, full of life and eager to live it. Was I afraid to die? I had no thought of that. The young think they will live forever. I'll never forget my last day here in 1770. My friend John Miller and I were talking about the sad state of affairs here in our beloved Boston.
The city's going to explode any day now.
Boston will hold out no matter how many hardships England may put on it.
There are many rumors abroad. People say that Sam Adams and the Sons of Liberty are planning a rebellion against the British soldiers.
I welcome the chance to join that rebellion. These redcoats are watching our every move, scaring our citizens, breaking down doors, and searching houses.
Who goes there?
Henry Jenkins. I've been looking all over for you two.
What's wrong?
There's trouble at the custom house. The British guard on duty hit a man on the head with the butt of his gun.
It's time for us to act. We can't endure these wrongs any longer.
It's... Let's join the Sons of Liberty.
There's no time for that. The situation's already getting out of hand.
We'll need a leader, someone who can rally the others.
Someone willing to put his life on the line. Those redcoats are heavily armed, and we have only sticks and stones.
A man would have to be out of his mind to take on a task like that.
I'll do it. They'll listen to me. I've made no secret about my feelings.
Attucks, we're behind you.
Yes.
Then let's go. There's no time to lose. I'll lead the way to King Street. We must round up as many men as we can.
Crispus Attucks died in the Boston Massacre.
I didn't know the first man to die fighting the British was a black man.
I was called Isabella when I was born a slave in 1797. But the Lord gave me a new name, Sojourner Truth. He told me to go forth and take throughout his land his message of freedom, slavery, and injustice. And that's what I must do. It's cold and rainy tonight, and I'm weary. I've traveled many miles across this country in the cold and heat, most of the time alone, without friend or companion. Many people hate me, fear the words I have to say. Some of them laugh and say I'm out of my mind. The things I talk about makes no sense to them. That's what they say, but I know in every human heart there beats the same rhythm. A desperate crying needs to be free. I've been beaten at some times and run out of others. Yet it makes no difference. I must go on. I have the mission to walk this great land and tell the truth to all who will hear. I bring the true message of freedom.
I don't know if I would have risked my life traveling around the country like that.
It took a lot of courage for Sojourner Truth to keep going the way she did, year after year.
I am Harriet Tubman, and this is my light of freedom. I keep it beside me always and hope that it has guided the footsteps of many Americans born after I have passed this way. It was this light of freedom that led me to plan my escape from the bonds of slavery in 1849. This light led me north, where I thought happiness was waiting, but my heart led me back to my parents in Maryland, who had never known the joys of freedom. I remember I escaped to New York in 1857, as if it happened only yesterday. I vowed to lead my mother and father away to a new life. There's Mother waiting for me now. It makes my heart ache to see her looking so frail, and knowing we have such a long journey ahead of us.
Is that you, my child?
Yes, Mother. It's cold and damp in the cellar, Mother.
I don't mind the cold, Harriet. My heart feels warm every time I think about what lies ahead of us.
I've dreamed of this day, Mother, ever since I escaped to Philadelphia years ago. Freedom. Freedom for you and Father, who never known anything but the yoke of slavery since the day you were born.
I've been worried about you, risking your life time after time to lead other slaves to freedom. There's a bounty on your head.
Don't be afraid. We have many friends to help us along the way.
Whose house is this we're hiding in?
Thomas Garrett, a Quaker. He's helped many of my friends before.
Is your father asleep?
Yes, he's worn out. You should be getting some rest too, Mother. We'll be heading for the next station well after midnight.
I'm too excited to sleep.
We have a long, long way to go before we are safe. Mother, do you know what I did when I first crossed the lines between slavery and freedom? I looked at my hands, Mother. I wanted to be sure I was the same person once I was free. The sun was shining like gold through the trees and across the fields.
Then why did you come back here?
Because I was lonely. I was free, but yet I was in a land of strangers and all my loved ones were still back here. I promised to make a home for all of you and take you to freedom, and I have kept my vow. I have kept my vow.